opportunity and obstacles, and turn those obstacles into opportunity. And I've been working with Pam for a while now, and she has really made an incredible transformation. And I wanted to have her on tonight so she could share some of her story with everybody. And so, everybody, welcome me, or help me in welcoming Pam Lisk. She's down in Alabama. How are you doing tonight, Pam?
I'm doing just fine, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I know you're going to school and you're just finishing up, so speak up a little bit if you can, so we can all hear you. You sound a little quiet, but welcome to the call tonight. Your story's remarkable. It's a good one, and it's not just motivational, but inspirational as well. You started, you actually lived in Tennessee at the end of last year, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you started with Real Time, around November? Or you tried the product in November?
I tried the product in November, and I was vending January 1st.
Yeah, vending on January 1st. And you struggled a little bit. You live in a very small town. You told me that you have 20,000 people and 20,000 square miles. That's about a mile, or a person per square mile, huh?
Right. It was very small.
Not very densely populated, I get it. Yeah. So, and you signed up January 1st, and you came on as a vendor. You took advantage of our vendor program.
Yes, I did.
Tell us a little bit about what happened then.
Well, I struggled. I was, it was very hard to even actually to do $50 a weekend. And then in February, I actually got a chance to go gold. So I bumped it up to gold. And then we moved to Alabama at the end of March.
Okay. And at that time, you went out, and isn't that about the time that your sponsor got involved with you?
My sponsor came down the second week of April.
Okay.
So I had already been here a week at the flea market that we attend for our events, and she came down the second weekend, and we just started from there. And I mean, it was phenomenal. We actually did, just over $300, and that to me was amazing because I hadn't even seen that yet.
Right.
And 3.5 months that I had already been with Real Time. So, I mean, that was like, okay, well, it's possible, and I can do this. And I did have an obstacle that I contacted corporate with, and
right.
You, of course, were right there telling me just how to handle the situation and do what I needed to do, and from there, it has been phenomenal.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So let's back up just a second, okay? Your sponsor is actually Deb Robinson, and Deb came down. She drove actually 8.5 hours to come and help you get started.
Yes.
And didn't that first weekend, you did, what, $300 first day, but you ended up doing like $700 for that first weekend, didn't you?
Right. Yes, I did.
Right. So you went from $50 a weekend to $700 a weekend. Now, you mentioned that you ran into some obstacles, okay?
Yes.
Without going into detail, you had some challenges, and Deb had just left. So your first day out on your own again in this new market, you had some obstacles, and you called Deb.
Yes, I did. And she referred me to go ahead and call corporate. And without that, I mean, it was just like, it was so just disheartening. I mean, I was so ready to get going, and here I'm hitting a roadblock already, again. So, I mean, without you behind me doing what you did, I was ready to throw my hands up and say, just forget it, I'm done.
Right. So you reached out to corporate, and I was fortunate enough to come across you, and I reached out to you, and we had a conversation about working through troubles and how we were going to handle this obstacle. And Jerry Vinoy became involved as well. Now, Jerry's not in your team at all.
No, he's not. No.
But Jerry reached out and drove specifically to your group to help you get your business started.
Yes, he did. As far as I know, he came all the way up from Florida to Alabama.
Right.
to give me the support that I reached out for.
Right. And so between corporate's help and Jerry's help and Deb's help, you were able to actually get a bit of a foothold. And by this time, you're platinum and well into the winner's circle. Your first few events, your first month after that, how much did you do in MSP then?
In April or in May?
Well, both.
Well, April I did 1,001 in MSP, and in May I did $2,228.93.
You just kept going with them numbers. Right down to the cents. I love it. So we could say that your business turned around a little bit from the $50 a week or, $100 a month to